What's up, guys? How y'all doing today? Well, baby, if your name is Jodie Turner, I know you are giggling and enjoying a bit of karma come to your ex. You guys, if you don't know, you know Pacey's from Dawson Creek, right? Apparently, he is very, very loaded, and he makes about 200,000 a month just in royalties alone. On top of that, I think he's been in some movies and all this other stuff. Why is that important? Because Jodie Turner Smith has been arguing with them over him being a deadbeat dad. He is not paying for support. He is not paying for clothes. He is not paying for school. He's not doing anything but romancing. Who's he talking to now? I think it's still Lapita, but romancing his girlfriends. On top of that, Jodie let it be revealed that he basically conned her out of $1 million. They were buying a house. There was land that needed to be purchased on the house. He literally hit Jodie with the, oh my God, like, I forgot my wallet. Does anybody have like an extra million so I can purchase this land? And guess what? I promise I'll give it back to you. Baby, baby, I love you. Jodie literally went in her pocket and paid for the land because he was like, I don't got it right now. Even though he makes like 10, 20 times more than her. Okay, let's not forget, Jodie also put her career on pause. Now, when he broke up with her, because he was cheating, he kicked her because he didn't want to stop cheating. He kicked her out of the house. He kicked her out of the house. On top of that, he did not give a penny for her, for their child, Juno, for anything. And he stayed in that house. And guess what? He refused to give Jodie Turner back that $1 million for the house. All right, is everybody caught up? Well, guess what, baby? 2025 seems to be the age of karma because that house that he has burnt down to the ground in the LA fires. And the only thing remaining is the land that Jodie paid for, that he owes her for. On top of that, he is now back in court literally crying, asking Jodie, please have mercy. I don't get paid till the end of the week. Jodie said, shut up and grease my feet. If you guys know what I'm talking about, that's C China. Anyway, you guys, literally, he is now begging for mercy with Jodie. And Jodie is like, I'm not going to give you any mercy. You have not going to give you a drop of mercy. You have showed me who you are to your core. And guess what, baby? I don't want to hear about it. Okay, let's get into this because, like, honestly, this is one of the funniest stories I can remember hearing or reading in a long time because I know karma comes quick, but I didn't know it came that quickly. Now, when we last left our beleaguered heroine, she literally actually said, because I think she already felt that he was exiting himself out of the life, he said that they had conversations before about the oppression black women face. And meanwhile, he's like, so how do I date another woman that looks like you? Literally, she's giving him lessons on what it's like to be a black woman. And he's using that so he can go talk to Lapita and who else? Baby, I feel your pain, right? I think he probably would have came in just like, anyway, Fred Hampton if he could. Anyway, right? Um, so anyway, he was already kind of phasing out. She was like, yo, why aren't you seeing our kid? What's going on? But she talked it up as to him, being in love. She even went so far as to say she was over men. She said she's not dating anyone and she's in no luck rush to find love. She said, I'm actually not dating. I'm over men. She said that she didn't have an opinion on what her ex is doing now, as long as any partners are good to her and their daughter. She said he can do whatever he wants. Just be good to Juno and be good to Juno's mom, because I'm going to be Juno's mom forever. Already, if I had heard, no shade to her, because what she's saying is 100% true. When you date somebody, especially with young children, you are a blended family, whether you want it or not. But already she's let me know, oh, this is gonna be, I'm gonna have to work overtime to be friendly to you because you are already on some BS. But blame Joshua because that's the way he set it up. She said it's not really for me to have an opinion on his journey. She said there was an adjustment period for anyone when they split up with someone because they're used to being with your child all the time. But nobody hands you a manual. Everyone's going to have to figure it out. Each parent has a different life, and especially if the reason why you're splitting up is because you have different lives, it's only further complicated by how you're going to co-parent. Okay, listen. She said the thing This is going to be the thing I look back on and think, wow, I survived that. This is the hardest thing I'll ever have to do. Now, Joshua was laughing because he thought he left Jodie heartbroken because she loved that man so much. She even got on her knees and asked that man to marry her. I know, right? And listen, it's not the and we're not getting into that, but girls, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Especially this man owes you money and he is a known cheater and was cheating on you while you were pregnant. But anyway, right? Back then, Joshua didn't care. He was looking like, and oh well, how's it feel to be sad? How's it feel to want? And he literally went out of his way to flaunt pictures of him and Lapita, his new love, because it was very. So at that time, don't forget, Lapita had broken up with her ex because he was actually cheating on her. So Lapita's not a dummy, and she's like, "How do I know you're not with this woman anymore?" Because we've kind of been keeping things low key. He orchestrated a photo shoot. I'm guessing someone did because you can't tell me they found them on a random island in their bikinis doing their thing. Um, he literally did what he could and came out public with their relationship because he wanted to show Jodie that he wanted to show Lapita that he was completely single from Jodie and that she wasn't a secret. I actually think once a gold digger, always a gold digger. I actually think he wanted to go public with Lapita to make her feel so comfortable because he was like, if Jodie can loan me $1 million for land, Lapita can probably buy me this island. I think that's what he was thinking. Anyway, right? So now look at the way he is actually crying and asking for mercy. Woo! Listen, Joshua Jackson and Joni Turner's fresh order comes just a day after he revealed his home burned down the Pacific Palisades fire. You mean the home you kicked me and your daughter out so you could entertain and be a dog? And no, I don't feel like he's being faithful to anybody. So you could entertain and be a dog has burnt down to the ground, and the only thing that's left is the land that I purchased that you owe me money for. I call that karma. Nobody was hurt, but I call that karma. A judge ordered them to engage in a cordial conversation and reach a meaningful agreement on the custody and visitation rights of their daughter. Now, the thing is, Joshua wants to be a deadbeat. He don't want to have custody. He don't care about visitation, from what Lapita's saying. And on top of that, it looks like he's not paying anything. They said if they don't hatch a plan, the judge ordered them to attend a video conference on February 10th personally. After 4 years of marriage that she asked for, Pacey and Jodie called it quit. Now get this. This is where Joshua wants her to feel sorry for him. The order comes on the heels of him losing his current and childhood homes to the disastrous fires that ravaged several areas in California. Hmm. Um, TMZ confirmed that the home structure in the Topanga Canyon neighborhood fell over the weekend, leaving behind unsalvageable ruins. But you know what's still there? The land. You know who you owe money to? Jodie. So you kicked her out the house. You cut her, even though you guys were married for 4 years, you cut her out of that. You literally thought, I know what I'll do. I'll say she let me purchase the land so that way I own the house, but she owns the land. Because you never thought that something would come and huff and puff and blow that house down. And now the house that you lied and schemed to not, it looks like to me, my opinion, to give her a piece of, that house is gone. And the only thing remaining is the land, which is hers. Life comes at you funny. Anyway, hold on. And there's more. This is a Greek tragedy for him. They said, now get this. His swimming pool, however, survived the fiery furnace. Go ahead, Jodie, let that man take his swimming pool. Literally, let her. I would be like, you can take the pool, dig it up. You got till Wednesday at 12 to dig it up and take it out of here. If not, I'm filling it with concrete and you're never going to swim in it again. Or I would literally just turn that whole plot of land into a garden and show pictures of me like swimming and having fun with my new man in the pool. Mm. They said it represents tangible memories of his childhood home, which he purchased in 2001. The actor joined a host of other celebrities whose properties were affected by the fire. First of all, he didn't purchase it in 2021. He purchased it. I'm sorry, he didn't purchase it in 2001. He purchased it in 2021. Anyway, listen. In a report by The Blast last year, Jodie declared her finances during their voice call into the court and explained that his take home was well above hers. She only makes she claimed he earned 2,351,000 in 2022, had a monthly income of 195,000, while her monthly income averaged around 87,000. But she earned over 245,000 in November. She claims she only has 5,000 in cash and 366 in stock and bonds because she has been paying for their daughter, their lifestyle, their everything. Listen, at the end of the day, he don't own that land. He owned the house that burned down, and he either needs to give her that land or pay for that land. And if he did have fire insurance and he can get a payout, she has a right to demand the money that he owes her, that million, off of whatever the house was worth. I believe he bought that house in 2000. I'm sorry, 2020 or 2021. I don't know. If I don't know, that's what I call karma. Anyway, y'all, let me know what you think in the comments. I'll talk to you later. Bye.